Isn't it weird that political parasites who don't know you, the situation you're in, or the dangers you face can so easily say, you don't need an AR-15?
Hell yes, we're gonna take your AR-15.
You don't need 30-round magazines? Just listen to us. We know exactly what you need. I gotta tell you, I love it when immediate justice prevails, so I really enjoyed reading this Daily Mail article. Heavily pregnant mother uses an AR-15 to kill home intruder after two men burst into her Florida home, pistol whipped her husband, and grabbed their 11-year-old daughter. Check this out. A heavily pregnant woman used an AR-15 to kill a home intruder after two masked men, two masked men, entered their home in Florida, pistol whipped her husband, and violently grabbed their daughter. Jeremy King, 34, was at his home in Lithia, Florida, with his 31-year-old wife when the two armed men stormed in last Wednesday at about 9 p.m. before pointing a gun at his head and demanding money. Police say suspects grabbed the couple's 11-year-old daughter as King tried to explain they didn't have anything that was worth giving to them. King told Bay 9 News that one of the men then started pistol whipping him as the other kicked him repeatedly in the head. Check out his face right there, guys. And I'll show you a video here in a second. His wife, who is 8 months pregnant, was in the back bedroom at the time and looked out to see what was going on. King said one of the men fired shots at his wife. That's super scary. I don't care who you are or what situation you find yourself in. Somebody breaks into your house at 9 o'clock at night and starts shooting at you. Talk about surreal. She quickly grabbed her AR-15.
Hell yes, we're going to take your AR-15.
And started shooting at the armed intruders. When he came toward the back door in her line of sight, she clipped him. You're going to see him say this in a second. Actually, let me go ahead and play this video for you.
What Jeremy King says happened to him inside this house sounds like something out of a movie. Tonight, he tells me he owes his life to his wife.
I've got a fractured eye socket, a fractured sinus cavity, a concussion, 20 stitches and 3 staples in my head. I took a severe beating.
The bruises and swelling on Jeremy King's face tell the story of a man on the receiving end of a brutal attack. But his actual account is far more harrowing than his injuries suggest.
They came in heavily hooded, masked. As soon as they ripped my back door open, they already had a pistol on me and was grabbing my 11-year-old daughter.
King is talking about the men who barged into his home on Old Welcome Road in Lithia around 9 o'clock Wednesday night. He says he doesn't know who they are, never met them, and has no idea why he was targeted. Both men pointed guns at him while demanding money.
And when I'm telling them I have nothing for you, they got this backpack and gun in my face saying, give me everything you got. And I'm saying, I have nothing for you, I have nothing for you. It became real violent, real fast.
King says one of the men started pistol whipping him while another kicked him repeatedly in the head. King's wife, who was 8 months pregnant, was in the back bedroom and peeked out to see what was going on. That's when King says one of the masked men shot at her. She retreated, grabbed an AR-15, and returned fire.
Hell yes, we're gonna take your AR-15.
When he came towards the back door in her line of sight, she clipped him. He made it from my back door roughly 200 feet out in the front ditch before the AR did its thing.
Deputies who responded to this scene found a man dead in a nearby ditch. The other man ran off after the shot was fired.
Them guys came in with 2 normal pistols. My AR stopped it. Pretty much she evened the playing field and kept them from killing me.
Authorities are still looking for the second suspect. Meanwhile, King tells me he's waiting to see if there will be any lasting damage to his eye.
Apparently, King's wife only fired 1 round from the AR-15, which struck the suspect as he tried to flee. When deputies arrived on the scene shortly after, they found the suspect dead in the ditch. And I say, good riddance. Society is way better off without this guy. Didn't have to take him to jail, didn't have to tie up the courts, didn't have to give him 3 hots and a cot, didn't have to charge the taxpayers $50,000 or $60,000 a year to keep this guy alive. This guy got what he deserved. The other gunman ran off after the fatal shot was fired, and investigators are still trying to locate him. They may not be able to find this guy, but her .223 round located his buddy real quick. Now imagine if she didn't have that AR-15. Imagine they weren't armed at all. They'd be sitting ducks, powerless to defend themselves against their attackers. So for a political parasite to come along and say, you don't need an AR-15, you don't need high-capacity magazines, is about as heartless as you can get. Leave your thoughts about this for the world, the Google Thought Police, and gun-grabbing parasites in the comments section below, and I'll see you guys in the next heavily censored shadow ban video. Before you go, check out our new shirt designs in the shirt store. Here's the Beta Hates America design. Hell no, you're not taking my AR-15. And nobody needs an AR-15. Well, nobody needs a whiny little bitch either. And yet, here you are. And against all enemies, Democrat and Republican. There are over 90 other kick-ass designs in the store and the links in the description. Your purchase supports the message of freedom on this channel. If you get something out of this content, help me beat YouTube's censorship algorithms by liking and sharing this video. And while you're here, why not watch a couple more of my videos? Until next time, stand firm, stay vigilant, and for the sake of all that is right and good, stop giving your rights away to tyrannical psychopaths who want to destroy this country.